Okay, hi everyone, it's Bonkanatu yet again with... It's time on Crunchyroll. This one, sneaky good. Very sneaky good. Um, a wild last boss appeared. Now, this one, in very weird fashion, is kind of similar to Overlord. And what I mean by that is, it's basically the same kind of concept. Basically, it's a guy, he was playing an online game, he gets sent into the world of the game, and the character he plays is, well, gray area character. He's like kind of, well, not evil, but, you know, he was treated evil like by the characters in the game and so on and so forth. But the synopsis is as follows. I apologize in advance. I'm probably going to butcher this name. Lufus Mafala, the black-winged overlord and leader of the 12 stars of heaven, has been vanquished. A man wakes up in the body of the X-Gate game character Lufus, 200 years after her defeat at the hands of the Seven Heroes. The game world of X-Gate, he knew, is no longer ruled by humans, and it is no longer just a game. X-Gate is a world of its own, where the characters think, feel, and live just like he does. Lufus journeys through X-Gate looking for the long disbanded 12 stars of heaven. Lufus is without a country, army, or allies. A question remains, what is the real reason an ordinary man was reincarnated into X-Gate as Lufus? Now, this is a weird, well, not a weird one, but this is one that it does feel like Overlord, but it's done in a way that's interesting as you go along with the story. And there was a little of a plot twist. It was pretty shocking, but not really shocking, because we kind of get the idea of what's going on as we go on with the story. But it's funny because basically Lufus was part of these winged creatures, winged beings. There's the white-winged beings, and the dark-winged beings, the ones of multicolored beings. And she was one who was of the dark, black winged creatures. And the guy who takes over the character's a woman, so it's kind of a weird situation there. But in the story, Lufus goes around with this character named Dina to try to find the other 12 stars of heaven. And we get introduced to a sheep with like a ram. There's a goat, and there's all these other parts. There's like two other people that get involved that we get introduced to. But as the story goes along, the main character realizes that the world of X-Gate is completely different. And like I said, there was a plot twist at a certain point in the episode where we find out a huge secret with Dina. I thought this was done very well. The animation was done extremely well with the fights, action sequences, and the story was well paced to a certain extent. And I thought, you know, it wasn't like mind blowing. It wasn't mind blowing, but at the same time, it was how they did the fight scenes and how animation was and how the music was done pretty good. Pretty damn very good. And the story went about in a way where, you know, and there was some comedy also in this show, which I really enjoyed as well. So I thought this was a really well-rounded isekai, which rare to get. You know, it's rare to get these. But because like there's his group, Lufus, then there's the demons, and then the hero. And there's like a part, there's this part where the King of Demons shows up and Luffy confronts him. It was crazy. Anyway, overall, I thought this was a really well-rounded isekai. That it was similar to Overlord because you could make that reference. You could make the reference of Overlord and the people who follow him is similar to the 12 Stars of Heaven. But that being said, I still find it to be well-rounded because the main character, as he goes along, his goal changes to something else entirely towards the end of the series. It did feel like it left on a cliffhanger with episode 12. It feels like they didn't close it out. They just, you know, they go to this place and she confronts things, and that was kind of it. But I still think there's major potential for this series. Another isekai that very similar to Overlord, but at the same time being different, but still at the same time being really well-rounded. It's a well-rounded anime. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It, to me, at least deserves that. 8.5 out of 10. If you get a chance, watch it. It is funny. It's funny. It's action-packed. It has everything that I think an isekai needs. And I just like the way they went about it. Top to bottom. So, but that's all I got for you guys for this one. I probably have... trying to think now. I probably have like 3 or 4 more reviews. I know there's Campfire, Assassin, This Monster Wants to Eat Me. There's at least 3. 3, 4 left to review besides this one. So I'll see if I can knock those all out. Because remember, in the next week, we got some winter. Yes, winter comes back. The winter anime season. This is going to be tough. Strap yourselves in. Kaizen, Hell Paradise, and Trigun are back. I'm not joking when I say that. Kaizen comes back to Jujutsu Kaisen with Season 3, which is the Culling Games. Trigun is coming back. I didn't expect this. With the second season, which is going to follow, I don't want to bring this up, but it's going to follow the proper story of Vash, which I believe is the Vash the Stampede, Vash Trigun Maximum. And then obviously we got Hell Paradise, which, whatever it does. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Check out when you can Wild Boss. A Wild Last Boss appeared. It's definitely worth the time. It's funny, action-packed, story is really rounded, good, and the animation is pretty good, damn too. I'll see you guys later.